Hi, and today I'm going to be showing you a presentation on flowering plants. So let's get started. What are flowering plants? Presentation by Kaley. Me. Flowering plants, also known as angiosperms, are plants that are able to grow fruit, seeds, and flowers to reproduce. Some common flowering plants are roses, orchids, and sunflowers. Flowering plants are even used in common things we use today: cotton shirts, oils, spices, medicine, etc. What makes a flowering plant a flowering plant? A flowering plant has four main parts: a flower, leaves, and a stem. A flower, leaves, a stem, and the roots. The purpose for leaves is to make the plants food through photosynthesis. The purpose for the stem is to hold the leaves and flowers in their place. It also transports water from the roots to the leaves, kind of like a straw, so the leaves can do their job of making food for the plant. As you should know, the root is for soaking up water for the plant's food. Lastly, the flower is for seeds, so they can reproduce once the plant dies. What are the flowers on the chair? So I have a bunch of flowers right here. First of all, there's this flower right here. It's a Hawaiian hibiscus root. It's a Hawaiian flower. It's starting to die, so I picked it. Then we have these. Wait, what's next? Oh yeah, these. And they are Welgia sonic bloom flowers. They're pretty small. And then we have more. And then right here I have some in the plastic bag. First I have right here is a common hibiscus flower. We have a tree in the backyard. And then I also have some lavender. And then I have this random weed. I'm not too sure what it is, but I was going to use this to explain what happens. Okay, so as you can see, the root's right there, and that's what soaks up the water through the soil when you water the plant. And then that goes up through the stem right there like a straw into all the leaves. And then they do photosynthesis when they use light and then the water and carbon dioxide to make food for the plant so the plant can stay alive. And then also in a plant cell, they have chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is what makes the plant green. And then for the plant, there's a bunch of seeds in there. You can't see it since it's such a tiny little flowers. But there's also pollen, nectar that other animals like. Okay. And then I'll explain that again on this one so it's easier, but this one doesn't have a root because it was on a tree. So all that pollen, I can see it coming off on it. And then there's nectar at the end. And then goes through there, forms photosynthesis in there. And yeah. Then if I'm really careful, I might be able to show you something else. Yep, it's right there. Okay, you can see the little thing right there. That is part of where it makes the seeds. And then last. Oh wait, we have a couple more. two more. We have, I think this is partly like this one, but it's kind of more purple. I'm not sure what it is. And then we have this. I used to know the name. It comes like all in a bunch, and it's really cool. A pink flower. Okay, and then we have this. I don't know what it is, but it's, oh, I just realized I'm wondering about where most plants have like that thing right there, they make stuff and seeds, but since this one is all covered up, where are the seeds? Okay, now I'm gonna explain why you need to identify a plant, because like some plants you just don't know what they are, so scientists identify them. And to identify, and then the reason why they need to identify them is so they can, so like some flowers you have make I can't talk, flowers are used to make medicine, and like hibiscus, like this is some kind of hibiscus flower. It's probably not the one for like hibiscus tea, but a bunch of flowers, like lavender for sure, is used to make tea. And then also, there is, so whenever you go to like a plant nursery, you would see a bunch of flowers, like maybe more common ones like this one or this one, not the ones that like maybe like from the desert, because the desert is the habitat that they need to live. Like they don't, like sometimes in California it gets colder where I live, and then sometimes it gets really hot. But so in nurseries, they need the plants to be identified so they know that they can go pick those plants, and they can pick those plants and sell them once they're grown, because some plants are not used to the heat or not used to the cold, like I know in the desert or some. And then like cactuses, they sometimes need heat, but and they don't need to be watered as much, so they need to identify that in case somebody overwaters them, and then the cactus would die, because I've had a cactus once. And then okay, scientists identify plants so they can make sure they're using the right plant for medicines, and also make sure they are in the right habitat, like we just talked about. Also, other people need it so they can make sure it is able to be sold in nurseries, because some plants need special treatment that only comes from where they originally grew. I can't say. Yeah, in order to reproduce like this, you can already see that it's dying. But like, so it's probably not used to the temperature in my room. So that's why it's also cut, which is the thing. But I probably couldn't have like a whole plant in my room. Otherwise it would probably die, because right now I'm cold. My room sometimes can be cold, and then my room sometimes can be warm. And then, yeah. So, bye. Wait. Thank you for watching. Bye.